Hey, man, say, man. Do.
Do.
Hey, man, welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast, because you know it's up in this stuff.
Weekly.
First of all, welcome back, Coach.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
how you Fred? What's up, baby?
What's that, New
I'm
Year's?
here.
I'm gone.
Coach Hill.
Nah, I just been working, bro.
If
Nah,
y'all
you
thought he
been
was off
coaching,
the
bro.
pod, it was a lie.
I'm
Real
back.
talk.
I'm
Real
back.
talk. So you do that Joe Budden? You sleepwalk naked? Or were you
I
just
get off
on a
my
trip?
boy, no
What was
Joe
going
Budden
on?
slander at all on here.
I'm about to say.
No, Budden, my
Joe
boy.
Budden
Budden, my
slander
boy.
at
No,
all.
my
We
Budden,
don't
my boy.
even-
He just had to explain.
Nah, we don't even mention that.
Nah, he had to explain why he was off for a month. So Jeremy got to do the same. Was you out?
I wasn't out for a
sleepwalking?
month though, so I gotta be out for a month in
yeah,
order
he
for that to
clear.
happen.
Oh,
You
okay.
damn near. 3 episodes?
2.
Felt like 3.
Yeah, I feel like it felt.
It was
might have
definitely
been
2.
3.
Might as well have been a month. Come on.
And I wouldn't have been off that
Because
episode.
we had a
It was
Stucky
just
AM.
we couldn't. Y'all couldn't drive in the ice.
But hold on. Let's make sure we're understanding this. You were not sleepwalking naked.
I never sleepwalk.
Okay, just checking.
I
Tell the
do.
people what you was doing, bro.
I was coaching. That's how it was.
Okay.
Trying to get this national championship.
All right, bite.
Get the ring. Trying to get a ring.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Another one.
Shout out to our niece, Cammy. She got a bid.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
turn up.
What's
Shout
that?
out to
bid?
Cammy.
Bid, like you got to win these tournaments, like the whole tournament, in order to get a bid to the national tournament. So if you don't win, then you don't get to go to nationals.
Saying, but what's the actual bid? Like you put in like a piece of paper? And
No, the bid is winning. Like you get the championship, and then that you sign the contract that says I will go to nationals to play for a national championship.
And do you have to get selected through that process, or you just
No,
go?
you pay to get into
It's
a tournament,
automatic.
then you
Bet.
win that
Yeah.
tournament
Yeah.
in that division.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pay to get in there?
Ain't no
How
tournament
much?
free. I mean, it depends on the tournament, but I mean,
Big business.
Give me
Three-
like a.
a team will pay like, or the organization will pay like $500. But when you think about
Well,
it,
if you're trying to play every
but think
weekend.
about it, that's $500, right? In one division, there were 64 teams.
Well, for
Then
me,
another division, there was 48 teams.
Yeah.
Then 34, and then 20 something. Like, so in one weekend, there's over 100 teams, well over 100 teams. I'd say about 150.
big money.
Now next weekend, so I'm coaching this weekend, but also next weekend is another qualifier, and that's one in Dallas. They got like 70 courts.
Yeah.
70 courts.
Yeah, courts, and each court has a pool of 4.
How many tournaments do like one association or one business holds per year?
Oh, that's there's no.
It's just different tournaments all over the place.
Well, there are some that are always going to be there. Like
Yeah, that's-
Lone Star is always going to be there. So, and then they have like a tournament for every age group kind of thing.
Crazy.
So if I'm looking for a new sport, should I go to pickleball or volleyball?
Volleyball, hands
Pickleball.
down.
Whoa, debate,
Pickleball.
debate.
Pickle.
It's volleyball.
Pickle?
But as an older person,
Thank you.
pickleball.
That's why. This
That's
is
what I
why
was
I'm getting to
saying,
it.
Yeah.
This is why I'm getting to it. That's why I was trying to say.
And realistically,
Knowing realistically the entry point.
I gotta say this.
It's
I'm sorry.
pickleball.
I gotta say this because I can't control it. Claudia and I were watching ESPN the other day, and we clicked on ESPN 3, and they
Yeah.
had pickleball.
It's a professional sport.
Right, of course. I'm still coming around to the fact that this is a full-on vested
Yes.
sport, cultural sport too. By the way, like I'm still coming around to that. I'm the ignorant one here, so please.
is that worse than that toss? The one
No,
that
first
shows
off,
the toss?
You talking about
Cornhole.
cornhole?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the one with like the thing in the middle?
Whatever square beanbag, whatever they.
Yeah,
call it.
cornhole. You
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
cornhole?
Is that
Cornhole
worse?
too.
I'm
It's
gonna,
shown on
so let me
ESPN?
tell you.
Can they show that on
so,
ESPN?
so let me tell you. So I was trying to give it a shot. So I sat there for 10 minutes. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I watched this for 10 minutes and I thought to myself, I get it. Playing it is one thing, and that's probably why people get into it. But if you just take away the music and all the commentation on, and just turn the volume down and just sit there and watch it, it is the most boring. I was sitting there like, bro.
I don't think it's the
Here's
most
my-
boring. I
Yeah,
said
No,
off.
in the game when you're playing it.
No,
that's
I would
tough.
tell you this though, just like anything else, because I
Yeah.
felt this way about soccer for a little bit until I fell
Yeah.
in love with soccer. Once you start playing it and understand the intricacies
It
of
does. It's not
pickleball,
boring. That's right.
you get to see, because right now you don't know what you're looking at. You look like just people on a small court hitting the ball back and forth. Now I will say, people out there who be serving talking about some, you don't have to do
Stop
that.
it.
That's crazy.
But no, hear me out. Hear me out. Like if
And a
you're talking
deflated
about,
ball.
well, you're talking about being a marketable brand product. The NBA was great, and then they started dunking. And oh my gosh, you don't have to know basketball to watch somebody dunk the ball and think this is exhilarating. You know?
Oh, for sure.
You
But,
saying-
but to that extent, and
Yeah.
I agree with that point,
Yeah.
pickleball was actually made in opposition of this. It was not really
100%.
made to be what it is now professionally. It's supposed to be like a leisure sport.
And this is why I'm confused.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I feel this while I even have played pickleball. You see what I'm saying? I feel this sport was to be elitist in a way, and not in a negative way, elitist in a way of like, we have our pocket over here. We understand the game. We truly love the game. We want to keep this here and make it big as we can, but amongst our culture, right?
Right.
That's what it felt like. And then I feel like
Capitalism took over.
Yeah, big game
100%.
came in and said, let's make this a big game. And it just doesn't, it for right now, maybe in 5 years,
It doesn't translate on TV like
it looks,
sports-wise.
it literally
Sure.
looks like I'm watching Pong. Like I'm watching Pong on TV.
But that's why you keep all of them on
ESPN 3s
yes.
and yeah.
Yes.
You keep the
That's
bowling
their
over
market.
there. You keep
But
the
to me,
pickleball
even
over there.
bowling,
They kill on social media,
because
though.
bowling figured it out too. Remember, they had the characters who would be screaming after every strike, and like they figured it out. They figured out a way to get people in on Sundays to watch them on Sundays. Like I'm saying, I couldn't find it. There was not a spark.
Oh, it'll get there. You know what?
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
What's starting to happen now is these retired tennis players and these celebrities are starting to create
There
their
you
own
go.
leagues.
There you
They
go.
go play.
So, and then once they get more professional, I think pickleball explodes.
So-
Yeah. I mean, I was
Too many leagues.
apparently watching the great, the great hype young guy that's apparently like the best.
Oh my gosh, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I'll be watching them. I'll be watching.
I know.
Because I want to play.
Yeah.
I don't want to play professionally, but I want to play competitively.
Yeah, this is such a weird sport. It's just such a hybrid. Like you have to bring in other people that were successful in other sports to then
Right.
like basketball is naturally like you're not gonna bring in an NFL player like we're gonna promote basketball. Like no, you find a star that's built that out of this sport and you try to. But I'm like, what is the thing that can get them to? I can't figure it out. But yeah.
Volleys. Them
Yeah.
them right at the kitchen volleys.
Yeah.
Them hoes be tough.
Yeah, no, I see a couple. It was one play. I thought this is where you make the money. It's whenever you're playing right at the net and they make them cross net like shots. That's where you make your money because both sides are like you want to see a bunch of that volley.
Here's another one. So it's I'm gonna use the term gentleman's game, not in the sense of it being like a sexist game, in the sense of like, again, it was made for leisure. There are rules that are like, if I call out, right? If you hit the ball and I called out, the respect of the game is that you respect my call. There is no argument. There's no toss up. There's no, I saw it in. It's just
It's a going against the
right.
grain of the
It's
sport.
it's a assume goodwill type of game.
Yeah.
Once the back and forth starts getting in and like I see that you're like on the edge and instead of me, like we played this weekend in Austin
Yeah.
and I was doing some no looks. Like I was looking this way and that got them to move this way and I was backhanding over here. Or, shout out to Nat, I love Nat, but she was too close so I would hit it hard as hell to Nat because she's not going to have time to react.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once we get to that, because then people start taking that like, oh, why you hitting the ball? Let me do. You're going to start getting arguments and I don't like this, like little.
Bro, you was in
village.
Austin this weekend?
Yeah.
This past weekend?
Yes.
I was in Austin.
Yeah, I know, but I was like specifically at a housewarming party with a big group of people. I
yeah.
wasn't gonna be able to leave.
He had a
Here's a
task.
funny. Y'all want to hear a funny story?
Mm.
Well, Matt, you know because you called me with the kids. Have y'all ever seen a toilet seat? Not the toilet, not the top lid, but the seat. Y'all ever seen a seat break?
Mhm.
Like from just closing it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not from closing it, no.
bro. I'm in the bathroom. Brand new house, losing a brand new house. Very nice house. Shout out to Lou and Dana. Did a great job. And I gotta pee. So I get up, go to, mind you, they're going to, the housewarming party is at 6. This is about 3:30 p.m. I go to the bathroom, I pee. And I'm about to flush the toilet. But I'm recognizing, okay, it's also a new house. Let me put the top lid down. Because I don't want pee going everywhere in the new house and you about to have a housewarming. So before I flush it, I flip the lid down and it makes a loud sound. Bow! I get to washing my hand. I'm like, all I say to myself is, dang, that was kind of loud. Like, why would it be like, bro, I call it the Holy Spirit, whatever you may. I'm going to reach for the door and something says, pick that seat back up. Bro, I lift the seat up, that hole is broke.
Oh yeah.
That hole broke.
Was it a main bathroom that everybody had to
Yes,
do,
it's
or
the
a
guest
personal?
bathroom downstairs
That everybody was using?
would have to use,
again,
bro.
Did anybody see you in the bathroom?
No. So
Good.
so
That's
then
good.
listen,
Good.
listen.
Good.
So then
Good.
I put the lid back down, and I literally for 30 seconds have a
You
thought.
contemplated like,
Contemplate,
walk
like,
away
do I
after
just
this
leave?
happened. Yeah.
That's right. I'm like,
Everybody had
"Oh,
them
You
intrusive
did the
thoughts.
noble thing?
I did the noble thing,
Oh,
bro.
my
I walked
goodness.
out. I told Lou, I said this was going on. And I went to Home Depot, did I not?
Good job.
I went to Home Depot.
Did you listen to me?
They only had the ones that I had picked up. They didn't have the porcelain, like the super
Man,
porcelain.
that's how you make it right.
But I told him, no. That's what I told him. I left the receipt in there. I said, if you need to go take it back to get a different one, whatever, you can exchange it. But I went and got a new toilet seat, changed it, left it, and I got the slow closing one. So you can't just
I'm telling
slam
you,
the lid.
no noise. I'm telling, spend the money. I know, like we grew up. See, we gotta talk about that. Our parents had to do what they had to do because they had 11 children. So
12.
every single penny was like, what?
Right.
No, I'm not buying that. We got 11 kids. I can't buy that. I say to myself, pay once, cry once. When I get them toilet seats, I get the non-noise ones. Why? I've had now 2 infant turned toddlers, right? I remember what it was like to try to be silent around the house.
Yeah,
Like, and you're in the morning, like 4 a.m, like getting off the toilet, trying to close the lid, and you're like, I could do that. Or I could spend the $1 more one time. You see what I'm saying? And buy this thing that will forever close silently. Like, I'm good on that. Mom and dad would have looked at them like, how much? $16 more than the... we not finna... No, we finna buy the regular old
That's funny.
plastic.
I was just like, I can't believe that hoe broke.
Yeah,
But
it
that's
happens, bro.
That's my story from the
We
weekend.
just doing a
No, I'm leaving that up there because the thing is so small. You can see.
Oh, okay, bet.
Pause. You can see the
Oh my
the
God.
Situation.
situation.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of guys, by the way, this is what we do.
Who?
We're a pop culture podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did we just forget the intros?
We did.
And we just harp
Yeah,
on
we
that.
good.
People
We
cook,
good.
man.
We good.
Of course, y'all already know by now. We're at 68.
Social cues. Yeah.
68?
68.
Listen,
yeah.
y'all 68, y'all riding with us. Y'all know who the heck we are.
Oh,
Stop it.
next
Pause.
episode, we gotta have a freaky egg or something.
Free me, baby. Oh.
And you're done.
Free me.
And you're done.
Let me hear him.
Hey, remember this? The world has too many freaks. Freak you in the morning. Yeah, remember that? That was a classic.
So who the Mutha-Stucka of the week though?
Adina Howard. No, I'm playing.
Next week.
All right, come on, Jeremy. You back. You first.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we
I
got
mean, I low-key kind of put it in the Stucky situation, but Elon got to be up there.
See, when it happened, I thought it would be Elon. But the response has let me know that it's really not. He's not stuck
Regardless, but the response is kind of both-sided.
No, bro, when I saw
His heart goes out
ADL.
to them.
No, hell no. When I saw the ADL not say nothing.
That
like,
was great, by the way. I love that part.
Like,
That's my favorite part.
bro, you've been.
We know that's how they do things, bro. They
Facts.
get to pick and choose.
But that's when I said, oh, he's really not stuck. If you got the ADL not harping down on you
Game over.
for something that is very anti-Semitic,
Hey, hold it for the wheel. It might be the topic.
Now I know why folks are upset about that. It's because of his semi-apartheid background, right? South Africa growing up.
no,
And
yes, maybe, but I also just think that people are upset that it was very obviously
yes.
a Nazi salute.
Yeah.
100%. I guess what I mean is like there is no benefit of the doubt. Like
No.
even if he did come out and say, no, literally I said that because I have Asperger's and I'm awkward in public and I do weird things.
And we still would have said, that don't ain't no damn excuse.
Yeah.
No, I know that, but my point, the point I'm making is if there was no attachment, I think there would be somewhat a little bit of like, but at the same token, my guy, it's like my guy.
He doubled down too. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, if you drop the
around?
first one and walk away and realize like, damn, that was a little awkward. I might even be hitting you with the like, man, y'all gotta get off the man. He got Asperger's. This is a little wild, you know, like.
Or let's say even you don't even see it in the moment. Because sometimes you do something and you don't really see it in the moment.
Yeah.
Then you see the video and everybody else, you're like, it really does look
Ooh,
this way.
tough. Yeah.
Well, if I'm not and I'm trying to be separated from that, I'm finna come out and be like, hey, I know this is what it looked like. That's not what I meant to do.
But you know what? He probably, just thinking about optics and billionaires, right? Like, because
That's true.
just again, we're talking like guys that aren't billionaires that consider optics. I'm considering he probably called the ADO and was like, listen, I clearly didn't mean that way. Please don't do this to me. I know you guys hate me. I know you already called me anti-Semitic. I know all these
Unless he
things.
goes with that plus the listen, I didn't do it. Here's a bill.
What? No, they don't care. That's nothing to them. To that group, they're like money.
Yeah,
whatever.
when I seen that they weren't going crazy, I was like, Well, he not
That's
stuck.
what I mean.
He
Because
unstuck.
they know Elon
They're not
power.
gonna
He
go
got power.
crazy
That's
in
why.
that moment, though.
Yeah.
Nah,
Elon
but
got that power.
they've said worse about him. They've already called him anti-Semite. They've already gave him that title. So it's not like they're scared
But
to
they've
say
been-
what they want to say.
Right, but it makes me wonder because I've seen them double down, triple down on some people. Anytime Kanye says anything,
And who
That's
are
right.
they again?
the Anti-Defamation
All right,
League,
bet.
yeah, they on it. So it's like,
They
Who's the
love,
leader of
they
that
love
group?
Candace.
yeah,
Is there a leader of the group?
I mean, Jewish people.
But who's like
I don't know who the person is.
top
Oh, you mean
guy?
like the head? Jeremy, come on, bro. Help me out.
Yeah, who's
The head of the ADO.
head,
Bro,
the
I'm
great
happy
white?
to have my boy back, bro. This is why we need Jeremy right here.
Yeah.
Jeremy, one day,
Big
Jeremy
brain
gonna
Google
fully
search.
embrace this, and he gonna be really our data guy.
I mean, I rock with the reason why I even follow them is because there's some things that, of course, as you learn, is to be more inclusive of people and not try to be a.
Yeah, you
just
don't want to be
bigot.
anti anything.
You want to be anti anything. So I would
Yeah.
follow any group that's going to be able to call out people who are doing anything. So I'm like, okay, I rock with that. When something happens, they say, hey, and they do so. I feel like in a very tasteful way, as tasteful as you can be for calling somebody out for being anti. So I just was like, dang. I saw their response.
My
and I said,
thing
that's
with them, as much as
crazy.
I respect it, because I like to be educated as well. Like, educate me. Like, if I'm ignorant, one thing I wish as a black man living my whole life is that we had some inclusion when it comes to people considering just that maybe our culture was a tiny bit different than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you don't say a thing or two or that kind of thing, you know? So I empathize in that way, and I'd love to be educated. So thank you for that. But the issue I have with it is that it's so... I feel like there's not a consistency. I can't really pick up on who's what and what am I saying. But
Oh,
like,
100%.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
people thought what was he doing again?
I won't do it again. But it was
yeah,
the
we're not
Hitler.
gonna do it.
The Hell
Yeah,
Hitler
Show me real
sign.
quick.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was
Well,
trying to get one of
we'll
y'all
cut
in.
it
I'm
in.
not cutting it in either.
No, seriously. No, but seriously, what was okay? What
It was
what,
a Nazi
What do we
salute.
think that's stuck and stupid, or is the Mutha-Stucker? What is
Elon. For
Because
doing
I saw it.
for
but
doing the
what is
Nazi
the-
salute.
No, we would say, at least this is my rebuttal. I agree. When I first saw it, I was like, this is something that if anybody does this, they're out of there.
Okay, let's give
Okay,
it context. 'Cause I
bet,
think I
bet.
know what B was trying to do.
Yeah.
Real quick, Elon Musk was doing a speech after Trump's inauguration.
But
And at the speech, he first came out extremely excited, dancing like awkwardly, because that's what he does.
He always does
Yeah.
that.
That's Elon. And he was giving a speech about how thankful he was for the people that voted for Donald Trump to have had the courage to do so.
yeah,
So he was thanking them and saying also at the same time, my heart goes out to you,
yeah,
which is the argument of like he wasn't truly trying to use that, you know, I guess the Hail Hitler sign as a way of saying Hail Hitler. He was really saying my heart goes out to you. So the controversy is, did he mean it in the way to say my heart goes out to you, or did he mean it to say Hail Hitler? And
is that the exact signal for the Hail Hitler?
Yes, exactly.
exactly when they do research, and
To a
again,
T.
yeah, so you can go look it up. It's literally how they
To
would
a
do it.
T. It's
So-
like,
Jonathan Greenblatt.
okay.
Is the leader
Yeah.
Jonathan? Who is he? Is he a billionaire?
I'm
I
sure
mean, of
he's
course.
got money.
Top,
but-
top great white.
Well,
I
great
have
Jew,
no idea.
great Jew, for sure.
Nah, they fall under the great whites.
Either way,
Mhm.
that's a good Mutha-Stucka of the week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say I love my boy Elon in some cases, but he really sometimes just be he's off the rocker on this one.
Facts.
What you got, B Wood? Who's on your Mutha-Stucka of the week list?
I'm out of there. I'm good.
Ain't no
Still no Jerry
studs.
Jones. Even after seeing Saquon this
That's
week.
crazy. I would say Jerry, but Jerry been Jerry since Jerry.
Yeah,
We gonna keep
yeah.
it
You
what
know,
he doing.
JJ
sometimes you
been
get
JJ.
like you just get a pass. Like you just so off the wall. We just don't even care no more.
Yeah,
Facts.
JJ is
You know?
like
yeah, he's just for me.
I cannot believe when you really think about it, bro. With all of the good candidates that were coming out this year,
Oh, I do have a Mutha-Stucker.
who?
The Reverend.
Who's
Inauguration speech.
Oh my
I
boy.
know you talking about the pastor who joined
he got
Omega Psi Phi?
man, I forgot what he just said. He came out and said something, man. For the meme coin stuff. You know, he just came out and had a little speech of the meme coin, and then he dropped his church, and they're grilling him right now. Hey, let me get the. Y'all keep talking. Let me
Yeah,
find it.
yeah.
real
Please
quick.
pull that up.
But oh boy, hey, I ain't gonna lie, he is a Mutha-Stucker doing the whole MLK speech. You know, that's first of all, for me, the speech was indoors,
Yeah.
and you gotta read your audience, bro. And being a professional, and you know where you're speaking, sometimes you gotta shift. I would have shifted that speech a little bit. Some people can't do that, but you ain't outside. They ain't trying to see you
Also-
screaming like you at an Eagles game or something.
And I let me
They
first
ain't trying
start
to see
by
that,
saying
man.
we support that that moment was supported by me and everybody on this couch because we get it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, 100%.
you're a black man in that moment. You're gonna have to say what you got to say to make a moment. And guess what? Successful. Because we now know who this man is. We know what he represents.
We're gonna know regardless because you were black speaking at a room full of
So
white
now
people.
we really know.
who he is.
No, meaning like if
Nah,
we
we
wanted
know
to
who
know,
he is. We
yeah,
know
if
who
we
he
wanted to know, we could Google him right now.
Yeah,
Type
we
thing,
know who
forever,
he is.
forever.
He
So
big time right now.
in that case,
he
it
meme
worked.
coins and everything.
Yeah, in that case, it worked. But the way it just came across, I think, was just misinterpreted. You could see people's faces in the crowd. Like,
Of course.
speaking
Gimmicky.
of, I'll go to my Mutha-Stucka of the week.
Nelly, Snoop Dogg.
No,
Bush.
I don't agree with that being a Mutha-Stucka moment. Like, they're kind of right. Like, whatever. Like, now Snoop Dogg.
No, I think if it's anybody,
Lorenzo Sewell.
Snoop, I would say.
Now Snoop. That's what I'm saying. If I have to give a Mutha-Stucka
That's
to
who I was
somebody,
gonna
it's
say.
Snoop because of what he said before.
Yes. And
If he
his
never
stance
said
has
that
been.
before, neither one of them.
What his
It
stance has been.
don't
Yeah,
bother
yeah.
me because like, what are you talking about? Like,
I
you-
hope that
I
topic
don't-
pull up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
but-
feel a
It's a
way
good one.
about like Soulja Boy or
Yeah,
nobody, bro. If you're, and I never felt that way.
Nelly
There's-
was surprising, but like I've never known where he stood, so it's like okay, cool. Snoop
Yeah.
has been
that's different.
completely anti-DT for a very long time.
That's right, and that's different, and that's why I say I can understand the argument. I still don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't care. Now, my thing is, if after seeing what Biden is capable of, if Biden invited these people to perform, would we have the same?
Well, my only
Conversation,
question is
no.
my only question is quick. Is time. Like the time in between. Because remember, Snoop did say some stuff a couple years back, said some stuff recently,
Yeah.
maybe. But your friend also got pardoned by the same guy that you got in charge of Def Jam right now. So I mean, not Def Jam, but what is it? The
Talking about,
Death Row.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so with time and maybe some stuff that this guy you have benefited from him, could that play a factor in you saying, "Hey, it's not really the inauguration. Let me go take this bag at the crypto, even though it might be a day before or whatever, and it could be tied in. If I'm the guy that we so called, oh, he's the top rapper that he's the advertiser, make money guy. He's the money rapper now. If that's the case, let me go get this bag real quick.
Nah, I
Yeah,
respect
but
it.
I mean, and it doesn't
I get
even
the
mean
optics.
the vote happened either.
No,
for
Which
sure.
is- I mean, that doesn't even mean like a lot of people are saying that because their attendance was there, that equaled a vote for.
Who said that?
No, that's what
That's
some people are saying.
everybody's saying.
But here's what
Whoa,
here's where
whoa, I didn't know
here's
that.
where I guess my side of the internet.
You're
is.
saying
I
it's
say,
not though.
I'm saying it doesn't mean that.
Oh, it doesn't mean that.
No,
though.
not at all.
No. What I've been seeing at least, and from on TikTok, I have a bunch of mutuals, as they say,
Yeah.
that are like what you would classify as being intellectuals, meaning they think into things a little bit too far, and a lot of them are always, we want you to stand on what you stand
Facts,
on. So
facts.
sometimes, and I do believe this, there are things that are greater than money sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like what's important to you. And maybe it's not that important to Snoop or anybody else. And that's why people might feel a way as being a Mutha-Stucka is, bro, there are some people in this life, there's not enough money you could give me. There's no dollar you can give me to do anything for them. I will never jump rope for them, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again,
But
if you
yeah.
had a loved one in prison, I don't know the relationship,
Still
but if it was but again, that's you though.
That's what I'm saying. No,
No, but that's why-
that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
That's
So-
why it's all
yeah, 100%.
subjective.
100%.
It's all
That's,
subjective. Yeah.
exactly. That's my point.
That's
what
why I
I'm
don't
getting at,
care. It's like
right?
I don't.
But
I
for
couldn't
me,
do it, but
If
I'm
it
glad
is
you did.
subjective in the way we see Snoop as in the culture,
Yeah.
if it's me, do we just say let's give him that pass?
No.
Just knowing that okay, it could be relatable to this guy is solely the reason why my friend that was locked up got pardoned, and like that just for that. Now
And
I
he
get,
can say, and
'cause
he has the
remember-
right to say he changed his mind.
because all
Yeah.
the personal stuff, the reason why he didn't like him before, he did. Well, again, Snoop is an entertainer. Donald Trump is an entertainer.
Well,
I'm sure they knew each other,
Snoop
but he never really
literally-
knew him. So all that stuff was just political or just some he say she say. So actually, he actually did something that actually affected his life. So this thing that I thought before, maybe I don't have that outlook on the guy anymore, and maybe if I do, I can still give him a pass and just do a favor.
Yeah.
And is money entitled to that too? It's like, bro, I'm doing it for 2-3 million, maybe 5 million. Let me take the bag and get up out of here.
Again.
And Nelly doing it.
And hold
So
on.
let me get up out of
and
here
again,
real quick.
And again, we pick and choose.
Yeah, we pick and choose.
So
No,
what,
100%.
what about when we paid people to help promote the Democratic vote? It's
But
like
that's
what?
deep,
Who?
though.
What do
That's
we?
deep.
So
That
like,
gets-
Like Beyonce?
or any of them.
But
Anybody that took the money.
But if
That's a little
they
bit
have
different,
aligned
though.
themselves, this is the difference. This is why I say Snoop, and I'm talking specifically about Snoop.
Yeah.
We're talking about Snoop. We used to go so hard about how Donald Trump is a racist. Not that he didn't like Donald Trump. He used specific examples about how Donald Trump is a racist.
Yeah, what he
So
did
for
in the city
me,
and all that, yeah.
whether you did something, because racists can still do something that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean you're not a racist.
Yeah.
Well, I gave your homeboy $50.
That's
nice.
fantastic.
You're still a racist.
Yeah.
So that's where I feel like where I would think he's stuck, at least for the culture wise, is we have, whether we have done so as a black community unwarranted, or whether Snoop has plotted himself that way. Snoop is the black people uncle.
Yeah.
He is like the uncle for black culture.
Oh.
So of course, if we put our stake in him, this is why you shouldn't put your stake in no idols.
Facts.
If we put our stake in him as a culture, these images are shocking. They're like, dang, bro, I really can't trust nobody. And then you start to think about a Kendrick Lamar bar, like when he said, I can't trust nobody. I prayed it was the edibles. You know what I'm saying? The only right thing for me is just let it go. Dang, Kendrick, was he right about Snoop?
No, of course. Well, everybody's right because, again, this is why I say don't get it. No one should get all up in arms about nothing. We're all human beings, okay? So we can talk as much noise as we want to, but when I flip it and say something like that, okay, yeah, it's not apples for apples per se, but it's a moral question about the fiber of the thing that you're judging somebody else on.
100%.
Okay, because these people were not supporting this individual prior to getting a check. And you supported that. You were like, oh, I was okay with you paying for your support. But then you're mad at the guy who talked crap about the guy who's performing for now. The flop is crazy.
I was in the car, and I know, again, my second time saying it, but I was in the car, and I heard Oceans by Jay-Z. And we were just speaking on people saying stuff.
Elephant tusk and the boy of a sailing lady.
Said, Democrat, nope, I sold dope. So again, I know he's using it as a punchline, but then the popular opinion is rooted by misinformation, and we have to take that to accountability. Like that has to be said. So if that's the case, that's the first thing they see. The misinformation says that nope, I don't ride with Democrat. Fast forward 6 years later, he's riding with Democrats. So what I'm saying is like we just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta either give that person a pass or you gotta ride with them. That's it. You either give them a pass, ride with them, or you just say, hey, I don't like them. And for me, I'm like, Snoop has been an unk so much. And if he's tying his excuse, only thing I think Snoop should have did was told us what the reason was for.
And we're still, yes, I agree with that, but we're still wanting a lot in that regard. Like,
because he don't have to.
He don't got to do none of that.
But if I'm giving him a pass, I'm gonna tie it to the guy from Def Jam. Or from Death Row.
Death Row.
I keep saying Death Row, but I will tie it for Death Row and give him that pass because he's unk.
Yeah.
If he wasn't unk, I wouldn't find a bailout for him. I would just,
I mean, my Mutha-Stucka, I'm gonna give it to.
I'm going with him, Elon.
Yeah.
Elon out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really done.
I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna present. I think I'm probably rocking with Elon, but I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna present. I don't know whether to give it to him or his wife.
That's tough.
But Mr. Bezos. Mr. Bezos. What are you doing?
Wow.
You didn't watch the inauguration?
Hell no.
No.
I don't fuck with Donald Trump. You know I ain't watching that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't assume you wouldn't watch it. I just assumed maybe, of course, you wouldn't like go to it, but I thought maybe like every TV was watching it. So my bad.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that's my assumption.
You're not getting the rating.
No, I'll follow political moves afterwards, but I'm not watching that.
I'm not with it, but just for me being a fan, first of all, especially because of pod, because I thought we were going to talk about it, but especially, just maybe in a topic, but for me being a fan of pop culture and into some of that
gotta
stuff,
watch it.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, that's
just at least
honestly,
a clip.
Honestly,
like, I had to see a clip.
Honestly,
I only
yeah,
watched
that's
maybe
what I'm
5
saying.
minutes.
If somebody were to clip, if the clip show up online,
yeah,
sure. But I am not, because at least for me, it's for anything. So this isn't just Donald Trump. This is for anything that somebody who I would not support.
Why would I give them the energy?
I'm not watching them being celebrated or put into an office I didn't vote for him to be into.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
so if the clips come on, that doesn't mean I'm not going to follow his presidency or see the things that he does, or if he does something good that I would not acknowledge it. Because that's where some people go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I do not fuck with Donald Trump.
Well, I'm saying, I think, like, you remember when we were talking, I think it's the humor part. Like, I'm trying to find all the moments.
I watch.
I just want to see the
but
funny
them
stuff.
moments going to end up on
That's
X.
what I'm saying, the clips.
So
yeah,
I
like
watch
to say, I watch for real, like, so what I've learned about media today, especially being involved in it now on social media and being able to control narratives, I know everything is controlled. Every narrative is controlled. Every clip is controlled. So like one reason I watch everything is because I need to make sure the context is there. I no longer get clickbaited. I used to do that. I used to see something when ELON'S thing came out. Everybody was so emotional about it, right? I went back and watched it. I said, okay, I can see why people were extremely emotional about this, right? But also, there was context that was refused to be shown.
Yeah.
On every single clip I was watching, they didn't show the last part where he was saying, my heart goes out to you, my heart goes out to you. That gives a tiny bit of context for somebody to be like, even if the optics were horrible, which they were, and they will continue to be horrible for the rest of our life. I'm just saying, I literally saw people not putting that part at the beginning or end. They just kept showing the thing.
I also saw Fox and CNN take the same clip.
Come on, and flip
chop it up.
Flip it.
For both of their things.
Come on, bro.
But even so me and you are the same when it comes
baby.
to that. When I saw that clip, I immediately was like, let me go to YouTube and find a longer clip.
I just need the full 5 minutes, bro.
Right.
I can do
You
what I
just don't
want.
wanna watch
But
the
I
whole
can't.
board live.
I'm not watching
You're
the
not
whole thing
watching
live because we don't live in a world, and that's really if we even step away from the inauguration, that's just in the world we live in today. I can't consume all of the media that we had.
I think I come back for those.
Granted,
moments, so,
let's keep it a bean. If this were 1995 and I was the same age and it was still Donald Trump in the same situation, I probably would watch it because nothing else is happening.
else.
This is a moment where everybody's pieced together watching it.
You know, they said we were consuming like I forgot it was like 80% at a rate that's like 8 times more, 80 times more rather than we were consuming in like the 40s, obviously. So it's crazy. We consume a lot of content is what you're saying. So obviously you don't have a lot of time to watch it live. I tap in for moments like that because to me, historical moments like that, good, bad, ugly, in between, I tap in for. I need to say I have a full-on settle of what I watched. But to go back to my point, Bezos, he got the message. He came in the black suit, black tux, black tie, white shirt. He looked like all of the other CEO billionaires that were on the stage at the time. His wife, not so much. His wife came out. She had the all-white suit on. She took off the overcoat. The girls were hanging out. And they were hanging out the whole time. And now we got Mark Zuckerberg in 4K.
Staring right at the bad
just
boy.
getting caught in 4K looking down.
They got him.
Forever, we got
Shout
Mark
out to Mark.
Zuckerberg caught. So Bezos, I'm gonna call you. No way you let her walk out like that, bro. There's no way. And if you did, kudos
My
to you
body, my
because
choice.
maybe you were just trying to say I'm the biggest CEO.
Billionaire lifestyle.
Yeah, he's trying to say maybe I'm the bigger CEO and I'll catch you on 4K watching my
He's
girl.
not, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's
So,
that's
I'm
my-
going with Elon.
Was he in a stucky situation?
I don't
I
know.
was like, dang, we may have to go straight to the wheel.
Yeah, we go straight
Nah,
to
we
it.
good.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
Come on, big Jerry. You back on the couch.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got it.
I
come
am
on.
back. You know, it feel different. Hold on, gotta get my speaking voice. Me. All right, this is from Tristan, who's 25 to 34-year-old white male, I'm assuming.
White boy.
I'm gonna assume male.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
because
matter,
Tristan.
'cause-
Well, hey.
Well, who knows? You never. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a great
yeah.
point.
Yeah, that's a solid point.
Hey, StuckyPod.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
I really need some advice because I put myself in a mess.
Uh-oh.
I'm 31 and I live with my girlfriend. About a month ago, I lost my job. At first, I thought I'd land something quick, so I didn't tell her. Instead, I've been pretending to go to work every day while applying for jobs. I know it sounds bad, but I didn't want her to stress or look at me differently. Now it's been a month, and I still haven't found anything. The guilt is eating me alive, and I feel like the longer I keep this up, the worse it's going to get when she finds out. I love her, and I don't want her to lose trust in me, but I also don't want to drop this bombshell when I don't have a solution.
No.
No, say it with the
Say it real
same.
quick. Say it louder, please. Okay, cool.
Nah.
Maybe his
That
mic
was
is not
technically
working.
louder.
Yeah, his mic's not working. What do you
Yeah,
say?
you can amplify.
Go
it.
Birds.
Hey,
That's what-
fly,
Exactly.
Eagles,
fly
die.
That's what Tristan
on
wrote.
the road
Not
to
us.
victory.
Yeah, because you know I would never. I'll speak on this first. Number one, what is the life like that allows you to be off work for a month? So
That's crazy.
So you know what I'm saying. Well, and what I mean by that is like, okay, you got bills. So do you have enough saved up so that it's not impacting y'all negatively? Because if that's the case, this is just a blip in the road, and you could just live life how you want to live it as long as you get that job. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to raise a question of what have you been doing? Because if you've been leaving the house and someone else is, and she's thinking you've been leaving the house and going to work, Where have you been going, and what have you been doing? That's the bombshell that you really are trying to avoid. It's not that you don't have a job. You're trying to avoid coming up with the excuse of what you've been doing in the meantime.
Got him. Oh,
So, at the end of the day, number one, first off, the truth will set you free. So just say what you got to say. But second off, obviously, either A, you got money and you can last over a month or two or however long, because what do they say? You're supposed to have like a 6 months savings.
like save up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So who knows? That could be the case. But also, if not, you said you're going out there and looking for jobs. You ain't got no interviews yet. No nothing. Like
Whoa,
you got to
what
learn
is
something
that?
and humble yourself, because at the end of the day, McDonald's is always hiring.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, he alluded to that. We don't want to be too harsh on the guy because a couple things I see.
Unless they got a DEI program.
Nah, that wasn't harsh. That was
yeah.
nice.
Nah, a couple things. He said, I lost my job applying for jobs. This tells me this is signaling this is not a career job loss. Like where he was in a career position.
At 31, though,
I mean,
he could
The
be.
way it comes off, it doesn't sound like I lost my career and I'm looking for the same role. It sounds like he's just looking for jobs. You know what I'm saying at this point. So if that's the case, that struggle is a little bit different than say, and I'm not saying that because I already know how hard it is at the corporate level to get jobs, like no matter how talented you are. So I don't mean it like that. I mean, I just saw a stat. I think it was like 75% of the applications that are put in the United States never make it across the desk.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. But so I at some point I want to empathize here and say I get it, because as a man, we have a lot on our table, man, and a lot of stress already. We have to carry so much. Something like this happens. I empathize because this happened to me like 4 years ago. Well, 5 years ago now, excuse me. 5 years ago, I had this exact same thing happen to me, Tristan. And Brian can tell you, it took me hours to tell my girl. Like, I came to him first, him and his dad first, and was like, wait a minute, I just lost my job. How do I tell my wife this has happened? And I had to sit there and struggle with it for a little bit. So I get the energy. Now, I lasted a couple hours because I already knew it was going to be but a couple hours before I had to tell her. Because the truth is, to Jeremy's point, you're already over the edge. Also, if this is supposed to be your wife one day, you guys are going to go through a lot worse than that, I'm sure. And you're going to have to use truth to get through that. If she's anything worth your salt, when you told her the truth and it was honest and open and vulnerable like this right here, look, man, it's hard. I know I can't find this. I'm trying my hardest. I'm going. But listen, baby, I just lost my job. I'm going to work every single day to try to get a new one. I don't even know how this is going to make you feel. I'm sorry that this is affecting our relationship. You're going to do what you're going to do anyway, but please, I love you, da-da-da-da. If she's worth your time and she wants to be with you,
Right.
she's going to be with you anyway. Why you work through this? If she's somebody who don't want to be with you because this is a deal breaker, it's not her fault either, because that's just a deal breaker for her. And you know what I'm saying? And just thank her for her time. But you can't hold it back, because now it's an integrity thing. Now we're talking about character. And I really think you have good character because you have a good choice in football teams. But
I would like to say the same, but
Yeah.
my advice to you is continue to lie and then find your job.
That's exactly what I was about to say. No, lie. That's exactly what I was about to say.
hey, man, tell the truth. Don't listen to
That's
these
how you
guys.
got it. Nah, I was trying to balance out I think me personally, if I was talking to you as a friend, you should have been told her. But I understand the male ego and pride of like,
Oh, it's
I don't
hard.
wanna-
Yeah, that's really hard.
They
bro.
got to
Trust
come
me.
in.
Facts.
You got to
but-
drop low for that one. Yeah.
But if I was, you could even flip the story. Something happened at work one day. You know what I'm saying? You think something, so you end up quitting because something was going on.
Yep.
You had to get out. Flip the story.
And they won't give you the last check.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
remember, you've been out a month to 2 weeks.
Right.
They didn't give you the last
You know,
check.
And then you got to draw it out, just keep drawing it out. And then when you finally get the new job,
Yeah.
you can be like, I don't want to deal with the lawsuit because it's a headache and everything else or
Yeah.
whatever. It is what it is. She's going to say, but people get away with it and you got to make a stand and you can be like, I really don't want to go through it.
Listen to all this energy. Just tell the truth.
Now, if she, now, if she called the business.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
No, you're not done. Babe, they didn't get my last check. Sometimes they be messing up. This is why.
And if they really tell you about my employment history, they could be breaking the law right there.
There-
That's
see?
definitely like
Call up
So-
old boy. What's his name? He can come complain. What's old boy?
Oh,
Brian
yeah,
Lockhart?
from Ocean.
Oh, OCDA.
Yeah.
Calumet White. What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
my
yeah.
boy? Call him. Call him.
No, we're giving you avenues. Now,
facts.
the advice to get unstuck is just to tell the truth.
Straight
Here's
up.
the thing. Unlike some things, if I leave my shoes on the ground over here on the carpet, and they'll be there tomorrow in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. When you are not telling the truth, especially to your partner,
Oh my.
every hour and every day that goes by,
Detriment.
it just continues to grow into something bigger.
Detriment.
Because then, even if it was that you told the truth,
Don't matter now.
it becomes,
A
why
lot of
did you
omission was
wait
first.
so long to tell me? Are you only telling me now because what if she starts to get suspicious? I hope you ain't got your location on and you just happen to take a lunch one time a little bit further away from where your job normally is.
And y'all live together, so
Right.
the bills be coming. Like,
And if you're going on that job's campus, what if they say, what did you get trespassed from there? You can't go back on that campus no more. Maybe you was just up in there sitting in your car trying to apply for stuff and then pulling up to things around there. You're probably also limiting yourself with the jobs you can apply because you're trying to apply to the jobs around your former job. So it looked like you're around that location. Well, you could just be
telling the truth.
telling the truth. Just saying, hey,
And go and apply wherever you need to be.
indeed, this is what happened to me. And then maybe you got laid off and your girl's going to be the one to help you file for unemployment.
Man, let us know what happened, bro.
Yeah, hit
Send
us
us a
back.
message.
We
let
need
us
more
know what
info.
happened.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah,
And if the Eagles win, that'll make you feel a little bit better.
that's right. Go Birds.
But
Don't
tell
be
the
stuck
truth
stupid.
before Sunday.
Yeah. Sounds like we got to put this guy on a wheel because he's 31. He live with his girl, and he an Eagles fan. So
Whoa!
let's put that girl.
Come
Let's put that
on.
dude. What's his name?
Whoa,
Tristan.
Tristan. And
Tristan.
don't-
Put him on a wheel. We got
Come
a first,
on,
whatever.
Oh, come on. We love
Yes!
you, Tristan. Don't let him
We
talk
got
like
him.
that. Don't
Hey,
let
that's
him,
strike
man.
3. That's a turkey. SNL. That's the segment where a person, place, or thing found it. What I say? SNL.
SNL, Saturday Night Live.
I like that. I like Saturday Night Live.
Dave Chappelle. Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
SNS. A segment where a person, place, or thing finds herself in a stuck and stupid situation, and just like Tristan, we put their ass on the wheel.
That's right.
Cori, spin that wheel. Come on, baby.
Come on, delayed gratification.
Okay,
Come on,
40%.
delayed gratification.
Got a lot on the wheel today.
Regs?
Oh, this was from last
Is
week.
Starbucks or Starbucks stuck and stupid to end their open door policy and require people to pay to stay?
Nope.
Is this like you gotta patronize our business to stay in a?
Yeah, use
Yeah,
our
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
You can't go in
I'm gonna be
there
honest,
and
bro.
just
I
use the
don't
Wi-Fi
understand
without buying a drink.
Maybe y'all can make it make sense for me. What's the issue with this?
Well, I think
I get it.
I would only say I think we may all be on the we don't think it's stupid on Starbucks side. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
For the business.
I think
especially
that-
because I remember Jeremy and I manage restaurants, so I'm thinking about it from like in
100%.
my experience as a manager.
You're taking a table that could pay.
Good, yeah,
100%.
you're right. I
100%.
think we're all on the same page there. I
Yeah.
think where people may feel a certain way is just human behavior and change. Meaning, if your policy, we've always been able to patronize Starbucks, and the reason why we enjoy Starbucks is because I can even go in there. The environment that they have created is very nice. I can get my stuff done. It's quiet because there's kind of a culture around coffee shops or whatever.
Mhm.
And so this has been the policy, or maybe not a policy because there wasn't a policy, but this has been the modus operandi for forever. So the switch up is unsettling, though I don't think it's stupid. But I can see where people would be upset. It's like, dang,
ridiculous.
now I gotta pay. But honestly, just take a little
Ridiculous.
$5,
It's
get a
ridiculous.
drink,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
then
ridiculous.
it is.
So
but
here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you go into any of Starbucks, any of their documentation of how they started this company, you will not find a one sentence where it's like, we want people to come into our shop and just use our Wi-Fi for 8 hours and then go home. Like there's not
But I
one.
mean, but they're kind of almost like a. Well,
is
I
it
ain't gonna say
catch-22 a little
restaurant.
bit?
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, what makes them different from another place? Like
Like
you can't just
Walmart.
walk in a regular place and just. We'll say well, I ain't gonna say mom and pop. We'll just say I don't know, a little Asian sushi spot on the side of the
Yeah,
the
and use their
shopping center.
Wi-Fi and then
Yeah,
sit
you
there
can't
for
just
8
walk
hours.
in there and use the Wi-Fi.
That's
and just
my
sit
point.
there without paying money.
So the
Well,
point.
well,
so
some of it is, and I see that point, but some of it is you got to think about it like this too. This is why I think it's somewhat of a catch-22 for Starbucks. It's the chicken or the egg too. If you're sitting there using my Wi-Fi, can over time my customer service bait you into purchasing my thing?
There
No,
you
but
go.
that's called a business tactic.
Right.
There's science behind it. There is a business need for it.
But if that need has switched and they don't need it,
You understand
and
what I'm saying?
Some of those places, like when you're going to that sushi restaurant, or they don't even have Wi-Fi.
No, and let's be honest. The truth is, we're not talking about the truth. we're upset about Starbucks. No, the truth is, like everything in America, we get something offered to us as a kind gesture. Yes, there's business involved, but I don't have to give you Wi-Fi. As you just made positive that every other place you go doesn't have Wi-Fi for you to use. We just did something out of our own heart to incentivize you to stay here a little bit longer, to buy more stuff. Don't get this twisted. This is not an exchange where it's free for free. I need you to buy more coffee. And if it means that you need to sit here longer because that's the trend at the time for coffee places, if you sit longer, they buy more coffee. Okay, let's buy into the trend. The truth is, like always, we manipulated it. That's the truth. We got in there. We ran up their Wi-Fi.
And I think this is a professional way.
Or was it manipulation if it was allowed? I don't know if it was manipulation. No. I think that maybe they recognize the pendulum swung too far.
Well, right? I'll give you an example. There's these return. You've seen these in your neighborhoods, maybe not, but there's like these places where you can go and put books that you haven't used in a long time.
The book library.
Sure. And people come grab the book, right? Now, there's a lot of great people that go and grab one book and put another one back in, and a lot. But there's also that idiot that thinks to themselves,
Free books.
free books.
Yeah, I'm going to take all of them.
Well, it's available to me. Nobody's going to. We all have the human thing inside of us that we feel like we got to take advantage of something like that. And when someone slaps you on the wrist and we go, oh, it's human behavior change. No. I was in New York at that Starbucks we went to in New York, and that whole bathroom situation. And I started to recognize this is why they put locks on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
Because people just will come in and literally like live in the bathroom at Starbucks.
Oh, for sure. I feel you there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's no, like, if there wasn't rules around, like if Starbucks wasn't explicitly stating, hey, in order for you to use the Wi-Fi here or to loiter in here, you need to purchase the drink. That hasn't been posted.
I don't think that, the only reason why I don't think they'll ever do that, I think they're just professionally trying to say I'm not McDonald's. Because McDonald's, you could just go in there and use Wi-Fi for free. But you don't want that audience. And you don't want to just say, hey, we don't want certain people in our place. So you just do stuff like this.
Let McDonald's get vandalized like Starbucks. Let McDonald's start having a lot of that stuff go on over time.
They do.
I know, but
I'm about to say, whoa.
They need to start getting like, you know what would be cool? They need to have like Wi-Fi codes that were rolling.
Yes.
Like 30-second rolling.
You put them on the receipt. Purchase something.
You purchase something.
And
then that's just your code.
The airports do it already.
Right.
They just
Dang, I thought I had a $1 million idea.
Well, that and the only hiccup to that would be you just have to, somebody has to build a platform for the passwords to just be.
I have it already with that.
VPNs.
I'm about to say, and we already have it with like, when I log in at the school, you got 30 seconds, bro. That code switch in 30 seconds.
I got to do it on my watch.
Exactly.
Every time I log into work, I have to go to my watch and do the duo.
And then you're going to have to set up a whole Wi-Fi. You're going to hire people just to set up Wi-Fi on people's phones.
Okay, but that's cheaper.
I'm just saying, that's how people look at it. That's just another employee, extra stuff. It's just not, free Wi-Fi's, they leverage that.
But if it's costing me money,
right,
I'm not doing that no more. We're going to have to do exactly what they say. Close it up. Like, what you mean?
I'm with it. I'll take my Starbucks. I don't even like Starbucks like the.
Yeah, we don't support them no way.
So,
we don't support them no way.
Is it stuck or stupid to sue someone after a breakup or emotional distress?
For emotional distress.
Oh, 4. I didn't see that.
Well, hold on.
This is wild.
Of course, let me say stuck and, because there are some people that are victims out there. So let me back up. Stuck and, okay? Because I already know there's going to be the way our comments are set up. Oh my God!
Somebody but what about this?
Oh my God! What about this one very specific?
You have to take that into account. I'm just thinking about like a general breakup and you're heartbroken.
A general breakup. I'm like, stuck. Yes.
This is so stupid. Yeah. What you mean, bro? Just go.
That's
home.
what I meant, but I knew it was going to break down. That's why I added all that.
It's like go home, Roger.
Bro, if anybody ever sued me for emotional distress,
go home.
I would be
pissed. No. This is what I would do. And I feel like there has to be some sort of precedent for this. 100%. You're suing me for emotional distress, caused me emotional distress. I'm countersuing.
You see what I'm saying? And this will last forever.
That's a good point.
Last forever.
That's a good point. We'll just keep going back.
How much money you got?
That has already happened.
And defamation. I'm adding extra.
How much money you got? Let's see. Because I'm running this up.
Hey, what they say? Uno reverse.
Gotta pay all my legal fees and everything.
All of that. With big bank, take a little bank today. Because I'm countersuing. Ow.
Let's just cancel out each other's suit.
Come on,
well, that's actually normally what happens. But yes, that has happened many times before.
Yeah,
so you've seen this?
Yes.
I mean,
that's actually one of the tort cases that they talk about.
Lawyer has.
By the way, I love torts.
Cool. Well, it's not a tort case, but it's like that's.
You
what
said tortas?
Tortas?
Oh,
that's good.
Anyway, I think yes, but I would say the only time that this is a and for me and taking away from those people in the comments who will give you those one
All
offs.
the extra, yeah.
Is to like maybe like the relationship is built on money.
Mm.
So like you're dating someone who's rich and everything else, and that you took away that lifestyle, which is emotional. Which actually has happened to many rich people. Why they get
Negative. They still don't get nothing.
no, they get a lot. You'd be surprised.
My only argument for that is how is there a
Spousal
lifestyle
maintenance.
that's supposed to be for a girlfriend, or the lifestyle supposed to be for a wife, or just women in general,
Well, I
or men in general,
think
whoever.
if you brought it into the relationship and then you left it to get into the relationship. So in other words, if you're a woman who's making her own money, I'm making my own money, and then to be with me and to court with me, you left the thing
You're
over
making
here
your money
to come
to-
over with me.
Did I
That may
get
be
it?
where you are saying where the money may be at.
Yeah.
If you were nothing over here, if you were just some girl living at your mom's house and I found you at a club and I like you, and I'm bringing you along, and you just happen to be taking advantage of all the benefits of my money.
So the opposite of that is what is happening. What happens? So like
That's
and
crazy.
so here's why you said you left to come to this person's
Yeah, like
money,
you're
right?
making you're doing
So
well on your
legally
own.
speaking, if this person made the decision to go to this person's money,
So
there is no lawsuit because this decision was made. Now, if this person forced that drop, then there is money involved.
and then you
But
have to
how
Now,
do
on
you
the other
prove
end,
that?
That's hard to prove.
Evidence.
That's
Well,
hard.
it's gotta have evidence.
it's actually not hard to
not
have
hard,
evidence.
especially
Keep them text
in,
messages,
like,
phone
yeah.
calls.
Yeah,
all that
gotta have
stuff.
evidence.
and also
prove it.
in marriages is a little bit easier
Yeah.
because the assumption is that the money should be flowing together.
That's why I was
anyway.
asking that.
But
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
this is why contracts are important. Even within a marriage, if something happens,
Mhm.
if there was a situation where I was making money, you were making money, and you felt like, "Ugh, I really just think that I need to just stop making money, and you can focus on that, and I'm gonna focus on the home," I might be like, we need to put this in writing. Because if something were to happen, I don't want, and this is advice, not me personally.
Yeah.
If something were to happen, I don't want you to then flip it and be like, I gave up my job. I never asked for that. You could have kept your job. You made the decision to leave your job.
Mm-hmm.
I did not say, and for that reason, I did not say you need to leave your job to be X, Y, and Z for the family to help me out, or yada, yada, yada. Because then that's where the lawsuits do be coming in.
Yep.
You told me to do this. I did that. Now I'm expecting this lifestyle because I got accustomed to that. Now I'm a part of your, we're together. And then you divorced me for it's the same thing. It's a Diary of a
half.
Mad Black Woman
Well,
is
take
literally
Yeah.
this scenario.
Well, this is the take half scenario.
Oh, yeah. Spin it. We doing
Oh,
one
yeah.
more?
I'm spinning. Hold on. No, I'm spinning.
That's funny, man.
We got no time for one more quick
We
one.
nailed that on the head. Pause. I say pause for y'all.
There it is.
If you can hunt, you can. I mean, we already really talked about this.
Yeah, we could. You want to do another one?
Yeah, there's one another
Yeah,
one.
we already
Right.
kinda-
Is it
Yeah,
stuck and stupid to criticize? I don't think it is, but I
We
just
know where they
want
come from.
because everybody's gonna feel it their way.
Yeah.
So I understand people criticizing, but I don't really care.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It don't even matter,
don't even-
because it don't matter.
Getting hot in here.
What he going? You
Hey,
think
who's,
his career's over?
who's bigger, Nelly or Snoop Dogg?
Snoop, without
Yeah.
question. He
I
might
just-
be
I
the
just
most
wanted to make
popular.
sure.
rapper
But there
ever.
was a run where
Nelly had a run.
Nelly was
Crazy.
undeniably at the top of the game.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think Snoop's never not been the most popular rapper since
100%.
he's been out.
Are streaming sites stuck and stupid for cracking down on password sharing?
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna say stuck. No, this
So can somebody
I
explain
say stuck
password
yes,
sharing?
bro.
yeah.
So password sharing, anybody want to explain? Or I
Password
explain?
sharing is I have an account to something, and then I share my password to other people so that they can access the account to, let's say, watch. We'll use Netflix.
So you don't think it's stuck and stupid for them to crack down?
I
In
think
the
it
same
is.
vein of,
I think it is.
I don't think it's stuck and stupid for Starbucks to lock up their bathrooms and stop giving out free Wi-Fi. Like, to me, it's like at some point, a good thing was manipulated. Now they have to pay for it because it's actually hurting their pockets. Before, okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say you have sub 50,000 users of your product, and you're saying I have a goal of reaching 300,000 in a couple years. Well, what is the thing that I'm going to do? I'm going to promote this thing to get it out to people. Typically, promotions cost money. People run a bunch of promotions to get their brand out there. Netflix for a bunch of years was just like $7. You can see everything we got. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing we got. We loved it. Oh, this is great. They built up the size of the people that were using the product. But now the contracts that they signed are bigger. The things they have to pay for is a lot more. So they're going to continue to say, hey, we need a little bit more money here and there because they're going to pass that buck off to the consumer every time, right? So if we're just keeping straight business practice, if I find a gap and it's costing me money and I know I have to pay back all these contracts while still making some money on the front end, I'm going to plug every hole. And here goes a hole. Because how many times could that one password be shared truthfully before any kind of gating happened? How many times can that one password be shared?
Much as I want to.
Millions, if you wanted it to. You can, and that's what people were doing. This is the point I'm making. You got those people out there with those server style, flash drive style things, and they're just ripping off Netflix. At some point, they realized that and said, you know what? Let's make people pay for it.
These are the same people who literally were tweeting out that they would never crack down on password sharing or true love.
Who said that?
Netflix, bro. I will pull up the Netflix tweet right now.
Oh, see, they're stuck in stupid.
About exactly. Yeah. So, and well, if we're talking about Netflix, but also this is why physical media is important. Netflix and all these streaming sites, y'all not unless you're attached to the actual yes, and the company. Y'all ain't no some middlemen.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Y'all got a license from Warner Bros.
Facts.
to hold this movie, and you sharing it with us.
Yeah.
You will make me pay for the access to that, and I'm not going to share it. When I buy my movie, I can share it with anybody. So, and y'all have family accounts anyway. So what's the difference? You're trying to put a limit on it. Oh, we only want 4 people on an account or whatever. That's still 4 other people.
It's just greed.
Right, like you're trying to, you have to do your
greed.
thing. Yep. It is what it is. And so I get it from that angle, but I'm also like, bro, let's just keep it a bean. You will never, ever, 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 ever be able to stop this, bro. The only way you're going to be able to stop it is you're going to keep up your price, which they just did. Mm-hmm. And Netflix, I'm telling y'all something real quick, bro.
$1 away from everybody leaving.
Everybody, bro. Yeah. Everybody. I'm telling you. People talk about it all the time. Y'all shows ain't hitting like they used to. The only thing that brings us back to y'all platform are your marquee shows, and they don't hit like they used to. So I'll wait for a Stranger Things or something like that. But I'm not really on Netflix. That's why y'all push so hard. Did y'all see like a Stranger Things?
Stuff. I like Netflix.
Man, please. Netflix stuff.
When
you
have their docs are good.
No, right. The documentaries not too bad. I think they kind of shifted to that.
Netflix docs are not bad.
But there are other streaming sites. If you have the other streaming sites like we do, I am not on Netflix except now because y'all push Bernie Mac so hard. Every single tweet I saw was Bernie Mac's coming to Netflix. Y'all was smart with that because y'all knew everybody go come and watch Bernie Mac on there, bro. But some of the movies and shows y'all got, and this is another thing. Have you ever noticed this? I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. All Netflix shows look the same, and I was watching Apple TV shows, bro. All Apple TV shows look the same.
No, every production company just shoots the same movie with different, like, it's meaning like they use the same angles. Like this is their production company, which I'm okay with. Like and I've never I expect Kane Street Media to shoot a certain way. When I go look at a bunch of Kane Street Media, I expect all your stuff.
Here's what I like. Like if you're talking like let's say like A24,
same,
right?
Same.
Okay,
in production company it looks the same,
but their style is the same. For instance, Timbo beat, is a Timbo beat, but all his beats don't sound the same.
Yeah, but
you would categorize him.
But I would immediately know it's a Timbo beat. I would immediately know this is a Pharrell beat.
Yeah.
Netflix, literally, all of their Netflix movies are like colored the exact same. They look the exact same. They're too saturated. They look like fake. It's weird.
It's because I think they're trying to like accommodate all TV sets. Like they're just like,
it's crazy.
Let me throw a coloration on there that'll match every TV out there. Like
they worried about that live. They ain't worried about none of that.
Now that's where they're but look. Well, why are they doing that though? You see what I'm saying? Because I already think they know that they was like, okay, we're never gonna be able to crack down on something like this.
We ain't HBO.
We're not. So if we jump into these live events,
that's right.
Well, man, and then bro, how genius were they to go get wrestling? WWE,
that was the biggest
that's
move.
what I'm saying.
That was the biggest
move. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is all business, guys. Like,
so then
you're
leave us alone with this.
Because you're talking about Robin Hood. That's a fairy tale. Robin Hood don't really exist. This is a real business. So at some point they're gonna make their holes and plug them, man.
No,
like Robin Hood's gonna say, "Hey, guys, I got a contract from I got a contract from Universal.
I
Let's
just
watch
want
this
every
movie.
business to be Arizona tea, man. They tea still 99 cents.
Hey, facts.
125 in some places though.
Oh no, they're
Nah.
they're what's the
But
tea?
look, that's why he
Trash.
put 99 cents on the can. That ain't us.
Yeah,
You gonna get mad? Get mad at the grocer because it ain't us, bro. It's 99 cents.
real talk.
Gee. All right, real quick, man. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the prompts earlier, and I said, let's get a little real. And you may not have an answer for this, but it is what it is. And really, this came from a conversation I had last week with some people. We're talking about the female gaze and the male gaze, GAZE. Just I spell it out, so you know what we're actually talking about here.
Mhm.
We were talking about like how often women may do things that they think men want, and men don't want that, and men do things that with their body that they think women want, and women are like, we don't care nothing about that.
Stop. Yeah.
Right. And so it got me to thinking, are there parts? Are there parts of your body that you've struggled to accept or love? How can you begin to reframe that relationship with those parts of yourself?
Mine is easy. Double chin. I've always had, I've naturally had a double chin when I was a kid, so it was easy to get the beard covered up. What's up, baby? Bald. Come on, man. Man, boob. Boy, we can go down the list, but I mean, these are just things that I'm just like, now you got to accept me. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm Playboy now in my mind. 'Cause I know it's a mind thing. Because even the pretty people have insecurities.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I don't give a damn. But
And they might
that's
have
me.
quote unquote perfect body.
Yeah, but that's just the things. Those are things like, damn, I wish I had hair. Damn, that bald spot right though. The beard covering up the double chin, I'm good right there.
Real talk.
But if it didn't, I get the little surgery right now. I am it up.
Mine was always height.
You wish you were taller?
Oh yeah.
I
I
man.
wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a
I wish I
baller.
was a baller. I was a baller. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't-
I'm about to say.
No, height was always and still the thing that I'm like, dang, because I didn't reach a certain height, so I already know as the older we get, we're gonna just go, we're just gonna get
Start to
smaller and
shrink a
smaller.
little bit.
Yeah, so I'm
Just
like,
lift heavy.
dang. Yeah, well, yeah,
Help to combat a little bit of it.
yeah, that'll kind of push back against that. One thing I did to reframe my relationship with my height was marry a short person. That's it. My wife is short, so hey, I feel better about myself every time I go to give her a hug or
Yeah.
we're sitting next to her and I just put my hand over her.
To Cruz is 6'4".
No. Hey, if my sons listen, Lord, if you listening, please, please, if you listen,
Cap him out at 5'9".
No, please give them 6'9", 6'10". I don't care. Give them all of that, because hey, we gone at 6'10", and them faces. Yeah, we got to here. And if they can hoop or do anything, we got to here, bro. But yeah, that was mine.
I mean, for me, it's a ton. No
He
lie.
said it's a ton.
A lot
I
of
thought you
things
said
that
it's a
I
tone.
struggle to accept and love. But for me, I think it's been reframing that by just using what it is to my advantage, like however that may be. Like, for example, volleyball. I am short for men's volleyball, and I'm clearly overweight. But a lot of people don't a lot of people will see me and think, he may not jump as high, or he may not hit as hard. And so I'll never forget, but I do this literally every tournament. I don't warm up heavy. Like, I'll get warm, no doubt about it, but I won't like go and hit the ball crazy hard or whatever. And then when I get in the game
Smash.
and I get that first set
Yep.
and I destroy the ball, and then they're like, oh, okay, now I really got to watch out, So I'm just like, I've learned to use what I got to my advantage, but just be sneaky about it, I like it. Like, I've broken plenty of people's fingers, noses. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Jeez.
All for insecurity,
I
baby.
knew this.
well, but
I knew
but
this.
also, you know what I'm saying? But
He was a
I'm
killer.
low key semi-smart with it. I try not to hit people in the face unless
You like
they talk
only
trash.
break noses every once in a while.
I've only ever done that twice, but it was
Shout
both
out to
times
somebody,
they
John.
deserved it because they was talking trash. But like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I truly, that's what I had to learn. I had to learn to just take where I'm at right now and find a way to use it to my advantage.
Low key, Jeremy got them dad hands right now. That boy got them big old paws.
Bruh.
Pause.
I have a ton as well that I grew up like. I ain't gonna lie. When people used to, I was growing up and people used to always say, "Oh man, Corey got all the girls on him. He always with some girls." Da 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 da. My nickname was Fat Mac in high school. Be macking on all the women. Why? Because for me, I had to prove to myself that if I can pull some fine women, I must not be that ugly, because I
Yeah.
feel it You know what I'm saying? Being a big dude, got the man boobs popping out, got the muffin top going crazy. Even though I was strong, very athletic, we used to play every sport. And people used to be disrespectful too, even in them sports. Sag off, he not quick. I'll bust that 3 in their face, drive past him, whatever it could be. Get out in the open field, play tight end, catch a ball, and then go back to the offensive line and whoop your ass, and then switch to the D line and get a sack. I used to do all of that. So in my mind, I knew I was as athletic as like the skinny dudes that I was envying, but I had a body type. I've grown out of that. Some of that is you have to, or what I have felt was like, even as a man, just in life, there is no man ever that's fearless. You have to know how to deal with it and work throughout your fear. So just because you're scared doesn't mean you can't do it, or it doesn't mean you don't have to still do it. Right. If somebody breaks in my house and my wife is here, I'm scared too. Hey, go check that out. I'm scared too, but guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna protect my family. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna do it scared, right? But I will also say these other two things. One is my gap tooth. I'm the gap tooth baby. You know? And I'm still iffy about this. There are parts of me that wants to close it, and there's other parts where people are like, oh, it's just like a part of who you are now. I'm like, yeah, but I just feel weird about it. Sometimes it makes me whistle when I don't want to whistle. Like, it's wild out there, man. I got a lot of space in my mouth.
Mouth space.
Oh my gosh.
Put food in it, yeah.
Glizzy?
And obviously, that's what I've been doing.
Hey, what they say?
Burgers can you put in there?
The other thing is, most people don't notice. I hate the way my voice. I wish my voice was deeper.
Bro, me too.
Yeah.
I hate how I sound on my
It's really bad. I wish I could talk real deep too.
It's tenor. I wish I was a baritone or.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I had just a little bit more. You know.
And the worst part is when it come out when we laugh.
Yes, it's bad, or get excited. My voice go up a whole octave.
Come on, bro.
So it is what it is.
And then when we know like what our voice could be, like when we get sick and it gets real deep.
Facts.
Early
I'm
morning
like,
I
voice.
hate when it's high.
And then the
like
other
when you're
part
sick,
is
runny noses.
Facts.
Oh
Well,
my
mine
God.
stay high, so it don't. You know, it is what it is.
Corey's like, that's my normal.
Facts. And I do feel like it be having people trying to try me sometimes, and I'm like, don't get your ass whooped, because that's the other thing. And I try to get away from that pride, but I'm like, I have to feel like I have to keep like showing myself as just because I got man boobs, just because my voice is a little higher, does not mean I will not whoop your ass. Do not play with me, okay? Nonetheless, I try to be nonviolent, and the way I try to reframe that is that God makes no mistakes, so He ain't make none on me. And the coolest thing that I like about other people is what makes them individuals. So why can't I love that about myself?
God drinks tea.
Exactly. And I'm about to go make some right now. While I'm doing, I'm reflecting my own body. Do my little chest exercise. Y'all see that? My Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Anyway, drink your tea, get some rest. Come back next week for a sexy episode 69. Peace out.
If it's up,
Then it's stuck.
hey.